Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping back into a really fascinating report about the future of work, and we're zeroing in on one massive idea. How do we actually create powerful, effective partnerships between people and AI?
All right, before we get going, just a quick heads up. This is the second part of a much larger 15-part overview. It's all based on a comprehensive research report from Virtualization Options LLC called Developing and Enhancing Human Skills for Maximum AI-Human Partnerships and Synergy. So as you can probably guess, what we're talking about here is really just scratching the surface of the full report.
So let's just cut to the chase. We hear all this buzz about AI changing everything at work. But what does it really take to make a human-AI team not just work, but truly excel? What's the secret sauce?
Well, according to the research, the whole key is to stop thinking about this as some kind of competition, human versus machine. The real magic happens when we shift our focus to complementarity. It's all about how our very different strengths can fit together like puzzle pieces.
And what's so cool about this is when you map out these distinct zones of genius. On one side, you've got the AI. I mean, it's an absolute powerhouse at the heavy lifting, processing insane amounts of data, finding patterns we'd never see, and it never gets tired. But then you have us. We live in the gray areas, where the algorithms get tripped up. We get the nuance, the context. We make judgment calls when there's no clear answer. And, this is a big one, we build relationships and trust.
So, what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, let's take a look at marketing executive Lori Niles Hoffman. She started using AI to help manage her email, and this quote just says it all. The machine took care of all the mechanical, grinded-out tasks.
And this is the simple, brilliant model she used. Step 1, the AI tears through the inbox, sorting, prioritizing, handling the routine stuff. This completely freed up Lori for step 2, driving the strategy. That means she could focus on the things only a human can do, reading client emotions, understanding cultural context, making those big creative leaps. That's stuff an AI just can't do.
And this is so important. When you combine AI's incredible computational power with our human intuition, you don't just add their abilities together, you multiply them. A synergy emerges, and the result is way more powerful than what either of them could ever accomplish on their own.
This table breaks down exactly how that value gets unlocked. So, look, the AI contributes its superpower, pattern recognition. It sifts through mounds of information and finds the trends. But that's just raw data, right? That's where we come in. We provide the creative synthesis and the context. We interpret what those patterns mean. We ask what if, and we dream up new ideas. And the outcome? Genuinely informed, truly innovative solutions.
But of course, this amazing synergy doesn't just happen automatically. You have to be smart about it. So that begs the question, what happens when we get this delicate partnership wrong?
The research points to two major pitfalls we have to avoid. First, overestimating the AI. That's when we ask it to do things that require real understanding or ethical judgment, and it just falls flat, which kills trust. The other mistake is underestimating human value. That's where you have brilliant people stuck doing repetitive work that an AI could do in its sleep. Both of these mistakes lead to the exact same place: frustration, burnout, and just a total waste of potential.
And that brings us right back to the core idea, doesn't it? Getting this right isn't just about being a little more efficient. It's about creating something totally new, something bigger. It's about building partnerships where, as the report puts it, the whole dramatically exceeds the sum of its parts. And honestly, mastering that might just be the most important skill we can develop for the future.